everyone, welcome on board the Streetlight Line service. I'm currently leaving Leaderville Station, and today there is a Mandurah Line shutdown from Rockingham to Mandurah. So let's see what the announcement will be right now.
Next station, Perth. This train runs from Perth to Rockingham, stopping at all stations.
Yes, correct announcements for this shutdown. This train runs from Perth to Rockingham, stopping at all stations. So we have basically the Rockingham K pattern running all weekend from the night of Friday the 30th of September to the end of Sunday the 2nd of October. There is a shutdown Rockingham to Mandurah with train replacement buses operating along Ennis Avenue via Warnbro to allow for the construction of Lakelands Station works to occur. And now, even though that is only 2 stations, it's actually a really long distance, almost 30 kilometers, and the replacement bus takes about 14 minutes, while the train only takes about 16 or 20 or so minutes. So it's more than double the time. So not very good. But it would be fun to ride that. So we're gonna go all the way down to Rockingham now and ride the replacement buses just after we enter Perth here. Now the Rockingham K pattern does actually run once a day in the very, very early morning, and I'm still yet to go in it one day. Although now I'm gonna get to experience what it's like with the train terminating at Rockingham. It's basically just for extra capacity further down the Mandurah Line in the morning for commuters, because it's so long. Just like the Clarkson K pattern, but it's actually only once a day. And here we are. We have 4 minutes until the Rockingham K service leaves. You can see up on the board it said Rockingham. And it did list it as a pattern K service. And it said that you have to go on the train replacement buses. That was the usual announcement for rail shutdowns. Attention Mandurah Line passengers. Due to scheduled track maintenance, your train services will be replaced by buses today between Rockingham and Mandurah. Transport apologizes for the inconvenience. I like that announcement. Passengers for Rockingham. And it says the train stops all stations instead of the train stops all stations to Rockingham, like it would say for to Mandurah. Anyway guys, it's Sunday the 2nd of October. We are a week away from the airport line opening, which I've been waiting for years. These 3 stations. Another announcement.
The train replacement bus services are operated between Rockingham and Mandurah. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Actual announcement made by the people. High Wycombe, Airport Central, Redcliffe. Now, because of the airport line opening, a lot of bus services are changing, so make sure you go check out all my bus changing videos, as well as Justin Masters and STW Tran vids, which I've put in a playlist and it's linked in the description, showing you all the bus routes that are being changed before the airport line opens next week. Mandurah off to Rockingham. Okay, we're zooming through the burnt land, which burnt like at the start of this year, or maybe it was last year, and there was a big disruption. Anyway, I think we will cross over to the Perth side to terminate. I mean, I hope we will. That's like where the train should be, so that people can board easily. As on, if you go to platform 2, you have to cross the like overpass at Rockingham. So we should be crossing tracks, just like we did during the last Mandurah Line disruption in June. I'll link that video in the corner. But that was just single track running from Oban Grove to Rockingham, because there was a closure from Perth to Oban Grove. This time it's closure from Rockingham to Mandurah for Lakelands, you know, instead of for Coburn upgrades for Thorny Coburn. Okay, yep, we're slowing down. I think we're gonna cross the tracks before we go into the curve.
Station, Rockingham, where this service terminates.
Nice announcement again. Wait, did we actually not cross? I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, we didn't cross. Okay, maybe... oh yeah, there's 2 trains at the station at a time, just like there was at Clarkson last time. So we're not going to cross. Going around the bend. You see the front of the train down there? Pulling into Rockingham Station. It's going to be the same thing that happened at Clarkson last time with the Lakelands Line disruption, which I'll also link in the corner, where people get really confused because there's a Perth train on the Mandurah side. We got set 99 waiting to do a Perth service on platform 1. Mostly everyone knows they have to get off, so that's good.
In Rockingham, this service terminates here.
Due to work for the Lakelands Station project, your train services have been replaced by buses today between Rockingham and Mandurah. Transport apologises for any inconvenience.
Oh, it actually says due to the Lakelands Station project. Okay, so 16 minutes for this train to leave on a Perth K service. Other train should be leaving in 1 minute then. Let's go up. A nice view with 2 standstill trains down on the platform. Take a picture there. Ready for departure to Perth. Platform 1 is leaving now. Around the tight bend. It's a very good spot to train spot. But if you want to see more Rockingham train clips, please watch the Rockingham video, also linked in the corner. Which I made a while ago. Okay, now we can head down to the train replacement buses, which might be interesting.
Your services are departing from either platform. I say again, services to Perth.
Different announcement this time. Due to scheduled line closure, not due to Lakelands Station project. Anyway, told you the buses would be interesting. We got a B12 and there could be some NH as well. And there's just the number 1. Okay, so we're on the B12 now. For the trip down to Mandurah, I'm not going to film, I'm just going to enjoy the ride. And on the way back we'll do a time-lapse from the front, because it gets rather interesting at the Ennis Avenue interchange in Warnbrook. Engine sounds, and let's go to Mandurah. It also stops at Warnbrook, of course, and goes on 100km/h road, so that's very cool, especially for a B12 articulated bus. Arrived at Warnbrook rather quickly. One thing I did notice is they're not actually stopping at the correct train replacement bus stop sometimes, so people are getting confused as they're waiting at the replacement stop, but then the bus doesn't come there and then they miss it. Anyway, it seems they're just using many articulated buses. No NH out on a weekend, which was expected, although they are still meant to be operating here in the south, just on general routes, so keep a lookout. And now it's a long trip down to Mandurah. The whole replacement route takes about 40 minutes, in fact. This is Mandurah Station. I'll link this video as well, just filmed a while ago. Okay, good. It went to the right stop this time. Lovely view of Mandurah train depot there. One of the 3 depots of Perth. We finally arrived now. It's actually taking 40 minutes, but I'm just gonna do a right turn now and then pass the Suicide Bridge. Train line's just down there, underneath this roundabout. Can't see one from here. Suicide Bridge and Mandurah Station. And arrived in windy Mandurah in Zone 7. The B12 bus, off it goes. TB 3008. No NH buses I saw along the way. Now I come all the way down here. And now it's time to go straight back because today we have the Railfest event in Bassendean, so I have to go all the way back now. Isn't that cool? Ooh, look at this poster. I've never seen this before. The prospector is trialing free Wi-Fi. Make your journey fly by. Why would you want to do that? The prospector is like the best thing I've ever seen. I want to make it go as slow as possible. Anyway. Some Trans-WA bus stops. You know, you should just book Trans-WA services to get here at 1:25, 10:15 or 2:40 instead of having to go on the replacement bus. It would be much quicker. Also the other stand there, 2 Trans-WA stands. Well, we're in Mandurah Station now, and the car park over there, I've already made videos here too. I mean, I've made videos at every train station, so this should be open. Anyway, it says 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Anyway, so if you want to see those videos, you can click here. And now I'm gonna go back with the replacement bus and do a full time-lapse of the route, especially around Warnbro where it uses the highway exits. But I'll make sure not to get on a too full service, because some of them can get quite full. Looking in at the empty Mandurah Station, the terminus for the 110 kilometer line all the way from Butler. I can't believe it just ends here. It's such a long line, then just the end right here. Both platforms say platform not in use. Ah, look at that. Anyway, that's about it here. The 3008 is going back now, but I'm not going to go on it because it's really packed. I'll go on the next one because there is some periods of 8 minutes frequency instead of 15, so I'll just wait for that one. This driver just made a mistake and wrote 949 on the display. That's the Orbinggrove to Perth Express. Not 949, miss. The one that I was just on. No. This looks so weird, a 949 in Mandurah. Look at that.
project, your train services have been replaced by buses today between Rockingham and Mandurah. Transport apologises for any inconvenience.
Here we got an hourly service. 558. You could also take this if you want to, but it takes more than 60 minutes, so. 52 past every hour. Here is the 558 to Rockingham. Some people might get confused with this one. Again, I noticed they're not using the train replacement bus stand, just stopping over there right in front of the entrance, but that's really not how they should do it. It's too confusing. Anyway, time to go on the bus back now, seriously. And I think the bus operator told the lady to change it to 909 instead of 949. And that's it. This 3090 without a number on it, just the destination, has now arrived at the terminus of Rockingham Station. No number in the back. Back in Rockingham bus interchange. No NHs were spotted, unfortunately, even though they're meant to be running in the south, but now I spent more than 2 hours down here, so if I didn't see one, I just didn't see one. Too bad. I guess I've gone in them enough times for the last time. Oh, there in front is 3008, leaving Rockingham just now. So, like, the last time that it left Rockingham, I was on it. But that was like 1.5 hours ago, and now it's 11:30. 65, and I'm back here at Rockingham with the train on platform 2 set 67. Doing like the klaxon announcements, not saying how much longer, but saying I repeat, departing in 10 minutes. What the hell? So bad. Anyway, that train's coming, and then we can go on and back to Perth now. So that'll be the end of the video. The lovely sound of a static train on platform 2. I would have filmed it from the other side, on the side platform, because that looks really good, but there's too many people watching. Set 65. Time to go all the way to Perth now for the Railfest event. Train system diagram still don't have airport line, although on these ones all they could do is just branch it off there, like there's enough space, so let's get on board. It's probably very empty at the back here. Yep, rather empty all the way through. This train runs from Rockingham to Perth, stopping in all stations. One week to go. The train is coming in onto the other platform now, just a minute before this one leaves. That's how they function here. Here it is, Rockingham on the front, set 50. Nice. Here we go, around the bend again, leaving the station. We're about to do the crossover onto the other track. Look down at the curvy thing at the middle bit. Yep, crossover. Very shaky as we do so. And then we're already on the other side. Full speed to Perth now.